All right, so I'm gonna do a quick rundown of 10 common problems in corporate America that many employees face. Okay, now there are certainly more than 10, but I'm going to talk about my top 10 that I've seen, witnessed, and also experienced. All right, number one, work life balance. Giving 40 hours a week to a company is a lot of time. You know, there's only 24 hours in a day. So if you're giving 8 hours at a minimum to a company and then you have to come home and then you could get about 6, 7 hours of sleep, you know, you only have but so many hours left in the day. And we all know if you have kids or spouse, the family time that you have is very minimal. So it's hard to squeeze a lot of that time and make up for the lost time. So when over half of your day is gone, you got a few hours left. You got to make the most of it. And we know that most people that have kids and family, they got to do activities with their kids, take them to school. They don't have a lot of time to themselves. So work-life balance is very challenging. Another one is unhealthy eating. If you have vending machines all over your organization and you're just eating on the go real fast at fast food restaurants as a day-to-day basis, unless you're meal prepping and bringing your own healthy snacks, which many people is kind of hard to do because not like people are getting paid to eat healthy well, because eating healthy costs more than eating unhealthy in the USA. So people are eating on the go often. It's cheaper, it's faster, it's convenient. They have vending machine snacks that are often unhealthy. And next thing you know, over years, it takes a toll on your health. Another point is lack of exercise. It's not like you are encouraged to go work out in the middle of your workday. In fact, most people can't work out because they're sitting behind a cubicle or an office and sitting down for long hours. And by the time they get home, they're exhausted, they're tired. And a lot of people just aren't motivated to work out at that point because they're drained. And for those that do, kudos to you. But a lot of those people aren't getting a lot of sleep either. So it's kind of like, yeah, your body is in top shape, but your sleep pattern is off, or vice versa. So it's kind of hard to have exercise at top peak while you're working 40 hours plus. Narcissistic managers, my 4 point. It's hard for a narcissist. It's easy to see a lot of narcissistic managers in corporate America because the vast majority, not all, but the vast majority did a lot of immoral things and got buddy with somebody and who they know instead of what they know to move up to that position. So it's not just hard work, as they put it. It's a lot of immoral activities behind closed doors that got them there. A lot of kissing rear ends, in other words. Another point, gossiping and backstabbing to climb up the corporate ladder. Kind of talked about that a minute ago, but to give more in depth, somebody could start out as an intern and get cool with an upper manager, do immoral things behind closed scenes, kiss butt, step on their colleagues, and now they're moving up the corporate ladder faster than people who are actually trying to work hard. I've seen it happen so much. A 6 point is depression. People coming home from work having a bad day, they take it home with them. They try to talk to people, and then they might have an issue with their spouse or their kids get on their last nerve, and then they're taking that depression home from work. And all of a sudden, it's just like they feel like the world is on their shoulders. And a lot of people can relate to it. There's a lot of people on depression from their jobs, believe it or not. They're taking anxiety medication, and all that. I've seen it. So that's a big factor. Another factor is the income fixed salary is not on par with market value. So if you met an employee who's worked at their corporate American job for at least 5 years or 10 years, ask them how much has their salary increased in that time. The vast majority are going to say it hasn't. And if it has taken a little increase or bump, is it on par with the inflated market value? So is your salary at least equal to where the market value is? Groceries today in 2023 didn't cost the same in 2013, 10 years ago, but your salary is still the same when you got that job in 2013. Another barrier in corporate America is the retirement age. You're telling people that they have to work till they're 60-something years old to be able to enjoy life after giving 30 years of this type of bullet points that I just went through and a couple I got left. You got to give 30 years of all of that to be able to get some retirement check at the end. And then a lot of people have to get another job because the market is too high. That retirement check is not enough to live on. So really, do you really even retire? And they cut out pensions, might I add, majority of these corporate American jobs. So now you're supplied with a 401k, which is unstable. It can be up and it can be down. And if the market crashes in the stocks, you just lost a lot of your retirement. So back to work, no retirement. Or companies are finding ways to lay people off that have put in 29 years. They got 1 year left and they lay you off because they don't want to pay you out so they can save money for the narcissistic manager that I spoke of earlier. A reality in corporate America. And the last 2 points. Number 9, who you know. It's not what you know, it's who you know. You got a lot of people applying for jobs that are very good candidates, eligible. They met the criteria and exceeded it. But because they're not in tight with the upper manager or they don't know this person, they don't get the job. And that other person who you probably would never know, but me being on the hiring management team, I've seen it happen. I've seen unqualified candidates get a job over a qualified candidate, all because of who they know. So we can't sit here and say corporate America is a fair practice, or is, go to school, go to college, get a degree, get a job. All that sounds good, but the reality is a lot of people are hiring who they know, not what you know. And the last point is asking for time off, sick leave. Like, this got to be one of the hardest things that I feel for employees to go through, when you're legitimately sick and you're being penalized because of a policy that you're not taking advantage of, and you legitimately have like a stomach virus or something like that, and they're telling you you'll be written up if you don't come to work. It's crazy to see a lot of employees in America coming to work sick, and they're coming to work in fear of being documented or even losing their job. So if they don't have the sick leave, and the same thing with annual leave. You got to ask for time off sometimes to get your mental mind right, or just get away from work and go vacation. And you have a few days off during the week because most companies will have time blocked off, or they want to prove you at a certain time because they need you. And you're not really benefiting because you're not getting that vacation time. And when you do, it's like 1 week the whole year. So you could spend 51 weeks working and only get 1 week of a break. That is the norm in corporate America. Other places in the world, you can get 4 weeks of paid vacation. So, it's crazy how much they overwork and underpay people, and it becomes normalized to people because they think this is how life works, not realizing other parts of the globe do not have this structure. Only here can you get in debt first before getting a job. This is why they emphasize you take out loans before you make income, because this is how the rich stay richer. So it's a continuous cycle, and it continuously happens. So that's my top 10 things about corporate America. If you're facing one of the 10, then yeah, it impacts you too. So anyway, stay encouraged, persevere, and there's always a way out. You got to work hard to figure it out for yourself based on your end goals. Many blessings.